What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I really, truly appreciate you being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're on iTunes, Spotify, if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, share. That means send this video to somebody. That means so they can watch it and they might send it to somebody. And then they might send it to somebody. And then that might help somebody else. And then they might send it to somebody. And then we all just getting better. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _. What I do is I just literally motivate you every single day. Yep. And that's it. Simple. Just motivate you every single day. All right, now let's get to it. Okay. Now, we are in July is over. August is coming. School's coming back. Things are starting to change. You know, the weather's about to start changing. You know, well, not yet, but you know, we about to work our way towards that. Just wanted to throw this out there. I hope you're still working on your New Year's resolution. Just wanted to throw that out there. I like to keep, reinforcing that. One thing I wanted to talk about is it's actually. You hear it all the time, but what made me remember it was actually my son's favorite movie, Mario movie. And I think Bowser, he said something just random with the pianos was hurting the dude's hand that he threw the piano thing on. And he said, pain is the best teacher. So simple, but it's so true. Like, one thing we hate, I won't even say one thing we hate, but one thing we don't really like is pain. But once you realize how the beauty behind pain is when you start to appreciate it, because you go through so much in your life. You go through so much obstacles, so much ups and downs, so much hurt. And sometimes, especially if you hard-headed, the painful things are sometimes your best teacher. And they say experience, and yes, almost it aligns the same way with experience, where it's like, sometimes you gotta fall. Sometimes you gotta hurt yourself. Sometimes you gotta mess up. Sometimes you gotta do that so that you can have a rebound, so that you can actually figure out what you need to learn. Because the times where you mess up and there's consequences involved, those are the times you really get it and you really understand it. It's because there's something that came with it. There's like a collateral damage. And I feel like people get stuck because they're not even willing to take a chance where pain might happen or hurt might happen. And when you don't do that, that to me, it's like, are you even trying? Like, pain doesn't always have to be physical. Like, yeah, you could fall and hurt yourself. Like, if you skating, you fall, you're like, okay, I'm not going to do that no more. Like, yeah. But emotional pain, that can really teach you lessons. How you handle situations, how you deal with people, how you speak to people, how you interact with work, school, whatever it is. Like, when you really feel pain, you want to do something differently so you don't feel that again. Like, if you lose a football game or basketball game, wrestling match, whatever it is, when you lose, it's like, I want to do everything in my power and my ability to not let that happen again. Like, you go for an investment, you're trying to grow whatever it is you're trying to do, and it doesn't go your way and you feel like a hurt from it, or if you have a friend and building a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, marriage, and it's like you have to learn from your mistakes, but it becomes that much more dire when that mistake caused something. When a mistake causes something and there's a consequence from it, it sticks with you a little bit different. Like I remember I got into a car accident when I was younger. Nothing crazy, but like a little fender bender when I was younger. Well, I had one that was kind of crazy, but this one I'm talking about wasn't that crazy. And I was kind of rushing. I was kind of rushing to work, and I was switching lanes, and it was traffic. I was switching lanes, and I didn't really look at my blind spot. And I turned, and then it was kind of like they hit the side of my door. And it was like, yo, I'm late. I'm rushing. I do this, like, I drive on a regular. And I make this dumb move, and I turn, and this happens. And I'm even more late. So now, that was, had to be at least 10 years ago. From that day, that moment, I've never had an accident like that again. And it's because, not like because I'm the best driver. Well, I am pretty good. I'm technically a professional driver. I got a CDL. But, which is probably going to run out because I don't drive trucks no more. And I'm supposed to renew it. Side note, but yeah. But that's never happened again because I always, from that day on, always making sure I'm checking my my blind spot. So if that didn't happen, it could have been worse. Could be less careful driving. You know what I'm saying? Later on, it could have came back and could have been worse. But that, it's almost like a grace for that moment where it's like, it happened, and I was like, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. That, I don't like how that went. It made my day worse. So now, from that day, it's like in my subconscious now. So don't get upset when you have those moments where it feels like it's the end of the world. Those moments are building you for something. Cherish those moments. Cherish those moments where you're hurting. Cherish those moments where you're going through some things that you feel like you might not get through. Because when you push through those moments, it's making you stronger for the next thing. So no matter what you're going through, there is another side. And you will make it through. You just got to keep walking. That's this week's episode. Appreciate you tuning in. You know, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back with another one next week. Appreciate you. Peace.